What up? Yeah. Y'all already know we're back at it. Gather round. Grab your snacks, grab your drinks. We're live. It's October 17, 2022, and this is another episode of the Beat Block. Appreciate everybody tuning in. You could be anywhere else, doing anything else, watching anything else, but you're right here with us. And if you're watching the recorded version, thank you very much. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to the team. Speaking of team, shout outs to the Squad Platform Collection, the train, the diesel engine that is allowing you guys to view this content right here on this channel. Please hit that like button, hit the subscribe bell icon, hit the notifications, comment, do all that stuff. It helps the channel grow, and it helps people like yourselves get this content in front of their eyes so they can get in tune if they aren't already up on game with the Beat Block and Platform Collection. Huge announcement for the Invisible Ponchos. If this is your first time tuning in and you're like, who's the Invisible Ponchos? Myself and my Platform Collection brother Kill C-Ray are the Invisible Ponchos. We have a show coming up this Sunday, secret location here in San Diego, Sunday, October 23rd. Tickets are on sale at theinvisibleponchos.com. Super excited for that one. So yeah, if you're in the San Diego area, come check that out. You can also hit me up at Gene_Flo on Instagram if you have any questions. You can also hit up the show at Beatblock TV if you have any questions, and you can hit up the fam. Any one of us will respond to you at Platform Collection on Instagram if you have any questions. Sunday, October 23rd, The Invisible Ponchos, presented by So Far Sounds. Tickets at theinvisibleponchos.com. Folks, fam, friends, I mentioned this last week. If you tuned in, we had a special Beat Block Talk and Chop edition last week where it's you guys just chilling with me. We're making beats, having a good time, explaining my process. You get to see start to finish. Well, start to pretty much there. My process going into it. I would call it the abridged version, considering as much as I do in a 2-hour span. But I want to get the gist of it for you guys. And like I said, we're going to be tuned in every week here with the Beat Block. We have our 2 shows every other week, of course. And next week, we have got by demand, by the people, by the alumni. You commented, you hit me up, you mentioned it in the chat that you wanted to do some sample flips and have like a sample flip episode of the Beat Block. Well, folks, here it is. This is the sample flip episode next week, next Monday, October 24th. We're gonna have a sample flip episode special of the Beat Block next week. I'm gonna have the upload link tonight for you guys to download the sample. I might throw a few samples up there. We'll see how it goes. And then, yeah, you guys take them, do what you will, and then send them like you usually do to oghiphopeddy@gmail.com. or just hiphopeddie@gmail.com, excuse me. And we'll get those flips ready for next week. So that's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to that. We have our topic of the day. We have our deal of the week. And we have our dig of the week as well. So, folks, we got beats tonight by Admiral Atlas, CDT Beats, Mystery Duff, Nomadic, Procness, New Rudist, Taz Eternal, and Wanther. So I've spoken enough already. We're going to get right into the beats. And I hope you're all ready for episode 31 of the Beat Block. The Beat Block.
Looks like it's gonna be a great day today.
All right, folks. Hey. So, we have our first producer tonight. He's a Beat Block alumni. I was blessed enough to catch him perform, having him open up with artist Emphasize for the Invisible Pawn shows a few weeks back here in downtown San Diego. The aforementioned artist Emphasize and this next producer just released a project entitled Bloodstone. And I'm going to do something special tonight. Because you already know the Beat Block, we play beats. We're going to have a special edition for this producer right here. And I'm going to play a couple cuts tonight off of their latest project that they just released, entitled Bloodstone. So, folks, friends, give it up for our first producer of the night, Admiral Atlas.
Listen. Do you hear sounds inside it? Yes. This thing, it's hollow. And inside something is moving. Professor, there. The shell is opening. It's a door.
I'm lost in this minuscule of an atmosphere, pounding on the doors of release is bound to be captured near. Admiral plotting course, and there's another captain that steers. Plans laid for a new land to expand and have a beer. Battleship is grandeur, eyes wide into closing ears. Galactic cameras hone in while I'm sitting inside my fears. Couldn't let it end like this. Positioning is cavalier to activate the fibrillating like power for blasting. Clear. Shock value blows doors off its hinges. The crow's nest quickly empties to close off the exits. I jump deep into space and knock my foes towards the entrance of a blackout. Slams like Jerry Stackhouse for the Sixers. Go get more backup, yells the Admiral to half his crew. We must keep him contained because you all know what his powers do. Too weird to be kept alive, but too sick for no gratitude. And if he assembles with like minds, who knows what they're bound to do. I reached other galaxies and Icarus leapt into my brain. Maybe I should level down and not burn out for mental strain. Go to my creator for access for what was once suppressed. Trying to become a whole, but collab more and invest. And then the Admiral lent a request. As long as I'm grounded, then I'll oblige to hear what he suggests. I wanna use my time to provide planets with something fresh. I'm hoping you'll accompany me on this tumultuous quest as my guest, and not a secret to be kept from other realms of life. And I apologize for the rest, and we'll have the creative responsibility process. I'm keen to decline based off the past actions met, but moving forward still includes risk, so I choose to accept.
Yes, sir. Whoa. Rewind. Yes, sir. That right there was Admiral Atlas with special appearance by Emphasize. If you like what you heard, stay tuned. There's definitely going to be more Admiral Atlas and Emphasize later on in the show. Shout out to the chat. Already popping. Melly Moreno. Gnome Name in the building. What up, what up? Salute. Folks, next up, we have our next producer, also Beat Block alumni vet. He had just sent me something real special the other day. He took one of those sample that I put up on Instagram, which I'm going to get back to here very shortly. Took a little break. We're going to get back into those as well. But he took one of those, flipped it, he emailed it to me. I'm really excited to play this for you guys, for the community, the alumni. Folks, fam, friends, let's give it up for CDT Beats. Hey. That was dope. That was a bop. That was a vibe. That was cool. It's always dope to hear what people would flip with the samples, you know? So I was just taking a moment. I'm like, yeah, that was cool. The drums came in hot. That 808. It felt very, like, has that, like, Renaissance, like some old Future, you know? Some old Future type shit. Yeah, that was dope. If you like what you heard, stay tuned. There's definitely going to be more CDT beats later on in the show.
And you know that's right.
Man, I hope everyone was having a good weekend. I know I had a good weekend. Definitely caught up on some rest. Slept a lot. Re-energized. We'll touch more on that later on the topic of the day. How was your weekend? Throw it up in the chat. Folks, we're going to move on to our next producer. One of my favorite producers in the community. Definitely bringing a unique style. Oh man, when he dropped it the first time on the show, I had to go grab a bag of ice. The neck was hurting. Got real tense. And yeah, there's something about the sound selection that I'm really digging. And the drums are crispy but grimy and gritty at the same time. So folks, fam, friends, I've spoken too much. Let's get right into this next producer. Give it up for Mystery Duff.
Now, find a new rival. Like yo.
See what I mean? You see what I mean? The sound selection, the drums. It took you somewhere, right? It took you to, for me, it like pulled me through the TV with some like old Sega Genesis game. But yeah, that was Mystery Duff. If you like what you heard, stay tuned. There's definitely going to be more Mystery Duff later on the show. Later on the show. I had to pause for that one. Later on the show. There we go. There's going to be more Mystery Duff later on the show. There's also going to be more CDT beats on the show, and there's definitely going to be more Admiral Atlas later on the show. But next up, this Beat Block alumni provided you guys with the dope opportunity to get a discount on his drums when he was last on the show or previous. I don't remember previous or the prior to the show. Anyhow, if you're unfamiliar with this next producer, after I introduce, please go check out his drum packs. They're knocking. They punch through the mix as is. You can get real creative. You can just slide them in to your mixes and just have crazy upfront knocking drums. Dude always brings the vibes. Folks, fam, friends, let's give it up for Nomadic. Yeah, that right there was the sounds of Nomadic. Yeah, man, Google it. Go Google Nomadic drum kits or Nomadic drums. Definitely go check that out. If you like what you heard, stay tuned because there's gonna be more Nomadic later on the show. Doing the double on later on the on as well as Mystery Duff, CDT Beats, and Admiral Atlas. It's been a while since we've had Admiral Atlas on the show. I'm glad we're able to get him back on. Super hype about this project that he has with Emphasize. Go check that out, called Bloodstone. It's a good one. I was blessed to see them perform it live in its entirety. If you're in the San Diego area, make sure to tap in with Admiral Atlas and Emphasize. And make sure you tap in with the Beat Block, Platform Collection, everything that's got going on with Platform Collection. Please hit that like button, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you can stay up to date with everything that's going on with Platform Collection. Drop a comment in the comments down below. It can definitely help us with our channel, get in front of more eyes like yourself who are interested in content like this, but who are maybe not just up to game with the Beat Block or Platform Collection as a whole. Now, Platform Collection, we don't just have the Beat Block. We also have Chrissy's The Internet, The Heartful Truth, and we are definitely affiliated and got our hands all over the Parker Edison Project, brought to you guys by KPBS and NPR. Speaking of the Parker Edison Project, we will be right back after a quick message from the Parker Edison Project. This is the Beat Block. The Beat Block.
What's happening? The Parker Edison Project podcast is back for season 2. This time around, we explore culture in our city and how it plays out in our everyday lives, like how nature affects our mental health.
So if we have parks and green spaces in urban communities, it offers us the medicine that we need in many cases to renew our souls.
Or how freeways can also divide communities.
A tactic that they've been doing in Black neighborhoods and Mexican neighborhoods throughout history. It seems like in one section, there's 5,000 families taken out just for Interstate 5.
We uncover the forgotten history of San Diego.
I was actually part of the team that promoted Biggie's first album in San Diego. Street promo for Ready to Die. That was a big thing.
And the events that shaped the city.
That was the day they decided to come and attack us. The operation was called A Sunday in the Park. You can still look it up on YouTube and see other videos of the riot.
We also learned something new about the city we love so much.
It is pronounced Coles. George Cole was an early land owner developer out in the East County area. So Coles Mountain, like the department store.
And backed by popular demand, more of your favorites like Movies Millennials Should Movie.
I am technically a millennial, but I'm on the elder side of it. You know, I'm a geriatric millennials, which is the
6 Degrees of Separate Weigh-ins.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna give y'all that one. I just want to be here live, you know what I mean? So,
Okay, yeah, I was a little nervous.
ain't nobody called the police or nothing, did they?
I mean, we was zip-tied. We couldn't.
Okay.
A new EP of the Parker Edison Project drops every 2 weeks. And you're already behind, so stop by and catch up at theparkeredisonproject.com or anywhere you get your podcasts.
Stay tuned for more of the PEP.
What comes to mind when you think of American culture? The Parker Edison Project works to expand the cliche answer to that question. It's a podcast that zooms way in on what really makes a culture: food, music, style, sex, fashion, and more. Join host and co-creator Parker Edison for insightful conversations about creativity and community, all through the lens of Black America. This is the Parker Edison Project, a sonic exploration of culture as a lifestyle where each episode starts with a thought-provoking talk and ends with a musical bang. Bang. Folks, I just wanted to take a quick second and talk about our topic of the day. And if this is your first time tuning in, welcome. As you know, at this time of the show, we do our topic of the day. We also have a deal of the week, and we have a dig of the week, which we'll get into later on in the show. Today's topic of the week is take care of yourself. You know, they say health is wealth. Well, that's true. As we get older and we dedicate a lot of our time into our craft, a lot of time into the music, a lot of time into the art, a lot of time networking with people. We spend a lot of time, and sometimes we forget to give ourselves some time. You know, go for a hike, go for a walk. Make sure you get checked up by a doctor, you know, once a year. I mean, at the least, right? Like, get a physical. I'm going in tomorrow to go checked out by the doctor, just on some routine, you know what I mean? Somebody I talked to about it today said, "Oh, you're going in for an oil change." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, I guess you're right." You know, I mean, sometimes we have to give maintenance to ourselves, which was really sparked the idea for today's topic. And it's like, yeah, give yourself an oil change, give yourself some maintenance, especially if you're like sedentary and you're sitting down. We're always sitting down producing, unless you're standing up, you know, you alternate standing and sitting. But like, we spend years and hours and days and minutes, count it up, years sitting down, hunched over, you know what I mean? Sometimes, oh, we got a hurt back. It affects our organs, you know what I mean? Our posture can affect our organs, and our organs can go bad, and then boom, we're dedicating everything, bam, and then we're sick, then we can't do what we love. So go ahead and just make sure you take a minute to take care of yourself. Don't forget about your most important asset, which is yourself, which is your health. I was told the other day that you are of service when you're at your best self. So you can help others when you're at your best. And the vice versa is true, where you cannot help if you're not at your best. So make sure you're always at your tip top. Take care of yourself. And that's today's topic of the day. So why don't we just jump right back into the beats after that great word from the Parker Edison Project and our topic of the day. We got second half of hour number 1 ahead of us. Stay tuned. There's definitely going to be more Nomadic, Mystery Duff, CDT Beats, and Admiral Atlas. So don't go anywhere. But next up, this Beat Block alumni vet is hailing across the pond all the way from Chile, which is my fatherland. So shout out to this next producer and everybody out there in Chile. Mi raza, mi gente. What's up, what's up? Folks, fam, friends, please give it up for Proc Ness. Okay. I see you. Giving us that, I call that carrot, that dangling the carrot, that 1 minute tease, because you already know there's going to be more Proc Ness later on in the show. So give it up once again. That was Proc Ness. If you like what you heard, stay tuned. There's going to be more Proc Ness later on the show. We got a new name that just popped up in the chat. I'm not even going to try to butcher that one. But I appreciate you for being here. Salute to you. Yes, sir. What up? Moving on to our next producer. I believe this guy's hailing all the way across the pond in the good old UK. I know he's going to correct me. I know he's going to get me if I made that mistake. But I do believe he's hailing from the UK, which gives me a little bit of a scope on the UK is a couple countries, you know. But he's out there across the pond, making noise, doing the damn thing. Just sent in a fresh batch of beats, so I'm excited to get into these. Oh, Shower Gel. Welcome to the Beat Block community. Appreciate you for tuning in. Thank you for jumping into the chat. How was your weekend? Did you have a good weekend? How did that go? Drop that in the chat. We'll talk about that. You producer, Shower Gel? Let's talk about that. Right after we get into this next producer. New Rudis. Exclusive. Yo, Shower Gel in the chat took the words right out of my mouth. That was cold. That was a cold beat. That's some shit that I'd like to hear if I were to walk into some cool speakeasy. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have some drinks. Not like a regular bar, but like a speakeasy, right? With the crazy secret entrance. secret location, that's going to be the beat that's going to be playing. And then I also was like hearing Danny Brown of all MCs. I felt like I'm into like blending certain beats with maybe vocals that you wouldn't think would fit, but trying something new. So I'm like, oh, that's a cool beat. I think Danny would murder that one. Man, shout out to Danny Brown. Hope he's doing well. But that was a dope one from New Rudis. And that was a Beat Block exclusive that new we just sent through. And if you like what you heard, you want some more of that cold, hard, dark, spooky vibes, stay tuned. There's going to be more New Rudis later on in the show. Oh, guys and gals, folks, fam, friends, you might be noticing something that I'm sporting right here. This is some official first run of the Beat Block merch. I got tees. I'm sporting this mustard yellow gold thing going on here. We also have it in black in all sizes. So if you want the shirt right now, we're just doing it real through the DMs, and I can definitely get it to you. So hit me up in the DM at Gene_Flo or at Beatblock TV on Instagram and say, yo, what's up with the details on the shirt? How can I get me some Beatblock merch? If you're Beatblock alum, you know you want to be official with your Beatblock TV t-shirt. Be the first to grab the first run merch of the show. So yeah, hit me up on the DMs if you want to get the tee. We got some more merch coming up. Shout out to those who came through the show recently and purchased any show actually in the last month and purchased some Beat Block shirts. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for supporting the show. Thank you for supporting Platform Collection. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to fuel the diesel engine that drives this show and all the other shows on the platform. Hey, shout out to everybody in the chat. Shower Gel copped the shirt a few weeks ago in East Village. Hey, salute. And Admiral Atlas is making his appearance here on the show. Fashionably late, rocking his Beat Block merch. I know he's rocking it. I know he got one. Salute, sir. I'm excited to move on to this next producer. Crazy vibes. Hope y'all are ready to turn up. It's about that time too, right? We're getting down to the end of hour number 1. You would think it's about the time we transition into some turn up. Well, I'm excited to get up with the next producer. Folks, fan friends, give it up for Taz Eternal. Taz Eternal coming through with the headlock. He got the episode in a headlock with that one. He's creeping. We're going up. That was Taz Eternal. If you like what you heard, stay tuned. There's going to be more Taz Eternal later on the show. If you're just tuning in, let me catch you up. Made an announcement about the Invisible Ponchos. Have a next show coming up if you're in the San Diego area, Sunday, October 23rd. Secret location near the City Heights area. Brought to you by So Far Sounds. Tickets are now available at theinvisibleponchos.com, so definitely go out there, get those tickets, come through. If you're in the area, you haven't got your Beat Block t-shirt, this is a great opportunity for you to come say what's up, introduce yourself, get some merch, watch a dope show, and have a good time. Also brought up by demand by the Beat Block alumni community. I've been getting a lot of messages asking to do a sample flip idea. It was a sample flip idea. It was just an idea someone threw out. And since we've been back, I took a break for a while, plotted the comeback, and now we're coming at you every Monday. Now we have our regular air shows every other Monday. And then the other Mondays or the other off nights of the month, we're doing one night talking shop, which is me making beats live, going through my process, talking plugins, talking techniques, having a good time. And then the other Monday is going to be what you guys wanted, which is the sample flip night. So basically, I'm going to provide you guys a sample or multiple samples, depending on the week. Upload it, post the upload link, have you guys go download it, create a beat using the sample and what other sounds you guys want. Then send it as you usually would send it to hiphopeddy@gmail.com or bbtvsubmissions@gmail.com. And we'll go ahead and play those flips next episode. So that will be Monday, October 24th. We're going to have our debut sample flip episode. So stay tuned tonight. Tonight I'm going to have the upload for you guys. Definitely by tomorrow, I'll have an announcement. So stay tuned. We'll have that coming up for you guys. I'm excited for this one. I might get in on this one myself. So we'll see what everyone got with the sample flips.
And you know that's right.
Good Padre fitted. Yes, sir. Padres, baby. Let's go. What up? Speaking of Hip Hop Eddie, fashionably late as well, coming through. Salute to you, sir, in the building. If you guys have any questions or comments about the show, direct them towards producer OG Hip Hop Eddie. Yeah, Atlas, I already know you'll be down, bro. Get those samples and cha. Where's the homie Beats? I know he's down to do the sample flip challenge as well. I know Alejandro better be getting into the sample flip challenge as well. And you know what? Special shout out to Alejandro. And this is my beat, SD. Alejandro started a dope producer community meetup here in San Diego area. I believe once a month. Sundays, Saturdays, something like that. But it's dope gathering. I need to make my way over there. Again, the next one. It's a good time. Listen to records. chop some samples, make some beats, showcase your work, network, build and grow your network and the community. Get to know other people in the community as well. So shout out to Alejandro for that. Folks, we're going to get into our last producer of our number one here on the Beat Block. I met this cat out in the LA area at a smokeout sesh performance. Him and his crew were playing beats and they smashed it. They killed it. Folks, fam, friends, let's give it up for our next producer, Wanther.
You should expect the following. One.
Hey. Take us to another space, why don't you?
So I guess maybe we could finish this later.
They're coming through with the space jams. The change up was wild. The sample chop was crazy. There was like 3 or 4 segments in that thing that kind of really drove it all together. Definitely feeling it. The drums were smashing. Someone in the chat would mention the drums slapping. Yeah, give it up for Wanther. If you like what you heard, stay tuned. There's definitely going to be more Wanther later on the show, as well as every other producer we had on the show tonight. Taz Eternal, New Rudist, Procness, Nomadic, Mystery Duff, CDT Beats, and who kicked off the show tonight was Admiral Atlas, with special appearance by Emphasize. You'll hear more of that project later on in the show as well. Go check out that project called Bloodstone. Just dropped. Go stream that wherever you get music. Folks, fam, friends, we're going to take a quick break from this message from fellow Invisible Poncho, Kill C-Ray, and producer of Everything Platform Collection, OG Hip Hop Eddie. This is Chris Sees the Internet. Stand by, stand by. We're going to see why we're not getting audio for these guys. Let's try this again.
Sees the internet every Sunday.
Yo, comment in the chat if you're able to hear the commercial. No sounds. All right, all right, all right. And you can't even see what's going on here. That's interesting. Okay, 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 okay. Let me see if that does anything. Nah. I was just playing this. So we'll pardon that. That was a message from Chris Sees the Internet, but we were having audio difficulties with that one. We'll definitely fix that and have that for you guys. But while I have your attention, I'm going to pull up today's deal of the day. Folks, fam, friends, I got a deal for you guys today. It's a free one for the computer-based producers out there. This is called Synth Master Player. It's a free synth. It's got dope plugins, dope presets. It says right here, the Synth Master Player is a simplified version of Synth Master with limited editing capabilities but it is targeted towards users who prefer to use presets rather than designing their own sounds. So it's a free version. It comes with 500 factory presets. You can edit 12 parameters. You can layer. You can assign effects for each preset. So yeah, it's for Mac, Windows. Like I said, they have a full version of this, but if you want to just get some new sounds added to your arsenal, you can go over to pluginboutique.com and search for Synth Master Player, the free version. Get your hands diving into some dope new sounds. This is not a sponsored ad. They're not paying me to talk about this. This is just a product that I have used and wanted to give you guys, some dope that you can add. Try it out. What's it going to cost you? Nothing. It's a free product. So go ahead and check it out. Like I said, Plugin Boutique. You can also find a lot of other dope stuff on here as well. But today we're talking about the Synth Master Player from KV331 Audio. And that is today's deal of the day. Pop it up right here. Plugin Boutique, Synth Master Player free. You can check it out. Right here. Plugin Boutique. Full picture. You can check that out. So yeah, it's got some dope parameters. Dope presets. You can layer effects and whatnot. So definitely go ahead and add that to your production arsenal. And check it out. How we feeling? We feeling good? How was everybody's Monday? It's getting a good start to the week. Make sure you get that rest, man. 5 hours at the very least, 6 if you can. 8 would be great. Make sure you take care of yourself. If you're just tuning in, we talked about the topic of the day. Taking care of yourself. Health is wealth. Give yourself the check-in. Give yourself that oil change, that maintenance. You know what I mean? So that way you could be the best self. And when you are your best self, you can be there in positions for others, to help others, to give to others, to show others, and be in a position to being the best you. You got to take care of it. You got to put some maintenance in, put some work in. Shout out if it's your Friday. If Monday is your Friday, salute. Salute. Salute to those 7-day work weekers. 7-day week work. What the fuck? 7-day work weekers? What is that? Shout out to y'all who work 7 days a week. Who put in that grind. If you're going to that 9 to 5 to facilitate your artistic endeavors and your music career, salute to you. Putting in that work. That's a 7-day work week. That's 365 grind right there. No days off. Yeah. Salute. Yeah, no problem with the plug. Tune in every week. I know you're new to the community. We'll be giving out deals every week. So tune in. Hopefully that goes useful for you, man. And yeah, Admiral, I definitely have used that before. Nothing as of recent but I have used it before. It's got some dope shit. And then if you add some plugins, and then you can manipulate it, you can do sound. See, it says that it's minimal for sound design, but what the thing is, you can use the presets and then add plugins to do your own sound design with the presets and take it further. Like we do every show. Right now is the second hour of the show, and it's the 2-4 block. And you're asking yourself, yo, Gene, what's the 2-4 block? Well, I'll tell you. In the first hour, we go around every producer one time, showcase them, introduce them, give you guys a little taste of the community. And then we lap back around for lap number 2 and have the 2-4 block. So each producer gets a block of beats, 2 beats back to back. So for example, our next producer kicked off hour number 1. And here we are in hour number 2, and he's going to kick off number 2. So folks, fam, friends, give it up. This is 2 for Admiral Atlas. Featuring Emphasize off their latest project, Bloodstone.
Yeah, 1 2 1 2, 1 2 1 2. Come on, yeah, 1 2 1 2, 1 2 1 2.
Beat block.
There you go, like it. Come on, let's go. Yeah. Come on. This shit crawls in my skin, bumps like brawls of white blood cells and pathogens. Last offend off the invaders like Anakin. Light in the dark, together may spark balance within. Take a step, or in this case a seat under a tall pine. Blast this to enlarge minds, then take breath to recognize the blessings from the gargantuan to the small kind. Creative winds channeled over your active fault lines, brought mine into the session, breaking it down through each step in progression, then being aware while I learn all these lessons. Extra curriculums added when I least expected, but at least being prepared is marked off on my spirit's checklist. Asking constituents of this world can be too stressing, and at the same time worth every lyric's exit. I do my best, but still there's a minimum seed of pressure. It's in the lines, the vision expels from my vessel. It's so divine, slick with the spice like a run through Kessel. Limited time, seeking the best finish to shine like vessels. It's given in rhyme against all this watch until life is settled, which is not prime for I'm seeing the other sights and measured. Titular signs of my focus while I'm holding the pencil, looking to reference pit stops along my journey of steppings. You get in it now, a novel minus footnotes. Admiral Atlas and emphasizing good hosts. This is the Bloodstone. This is the Bloodstone. Yo. This is the Bloodstone. Yo. It's such a critical time. These souls are stuck in a bind. Try to sink into your mind so you can see what you find. There's a thin line between being free and staying on the grind, but most will understand that they just walk around blind. Read the signs and align yourself within the atmosphere. Give yourself a second so you can truly see clear. Leaving a mark as we transition through gears. Third eye optic, unlock, I'll let it steer. It's time to set it straight. Got no time for fantasies, I can only see my fate. Family stays fed, come through and get a plate as I eradicate hate with the work that I create. Nothing else can stress me in this place I elevate. Traveling astro, struggles been past those. You think you got a flow? Come meet the folks, cause it'll take a light year for you to match the composition. Suckers don't listen, but quick to grab the mic and lose the competition. Yeah, I got that propane straight out of Strickland. It's straight fire, call me your majesty on a doomsday. Yo, that probably flew right over your head like a toupee. Sonny, I'm Lupe, but not here to bring a fiasco. That whack energy's really a hassle. I show and prove, you only dazzle. This face that I'm habanero and you won't lead Tabasco. You're at a loss of exquisite taste, it's really shown. Confused and out of place, without a throne. Yeah, this is the Bloodstone. This is the Bloodstone. Yeah. Yo, I've started marching in a parade of Renaissance gatherers helping to destroy covered upper echelons. Megatron cartridges provide heat from this arsonist artistry getting loose like cannons from police departments ripping apart from the inside. Sights getting seen in time, presently discovered like archaeological digs, but with rhyme casual. I do this with a rapid eye manual, flip in, flip out, practice till it becomes natural. Launch like a catapult into a crowd of maddening folks with no holds barred, falling while the glass is full. Passion pulled from the ether when I felt the kiss from the sun for the first time. Peace to all that ride that magic bull. I know it's Rocky ASAP is when I need that hot beat that make crowds move like the spirits have got me. Lock and key purist, I'm a monster for assurance. When it pops, pureness gets its props when I approach the MIC. Watching hockey, fucking awesome in a stock tee while I keep rocking with those that oppose the latest fad. I know it's catchy, you may even experiment, but it's lacking lots of soul. I guess the underground was where it went. Merriment lit the room like no escape, sucked into the light like Carol Ann into the open space. Time to cope, yet it's a chase towards the high one can't erase. After hearing every rhyme, I live within its grace. Yeah, it's the season of creation. Grabbing now samples from suspended animation, leaving you in disbelief with others in the station, then lending out soul before we cause detonation. Yeah, it's the season of creation. Grabbing now samples from suspended animation, leaving you in disbelief with others in the station, then lending out soul before we cause detonation. Catching fire like Katniss through open bars. I fall deep into the floor like proactive and open scars. So wait, that's not healing. It's probably just a cover up, seeping into the pores and mindful of the stuff it struck. Gold-plated armor, brawl the deer step in front. Lights turn on quick in order to shine upon all I want. That's temptation. I'll ground and get the feeling. The nature is the process that goes into the revealing science of God. Yes to all the topographic open map shit. Closed doors, I walk through them like the ghost of past tense. Hulk mashing with a hawk side, sharper points live with Jedi Knights as well as those on the dark side. Train balance like a vegan leaving pork rinds. Even with the kink in the rail, I'm using the force fine. All of them more kind, morbid, expressive, glorified lore presented as this provocative Taylor Shore prime. Optimistic like the preacher teaching out to their followers. Growing moist day to display tolerance. Ripped open the path to expand across lands is where I plan to reach both of my hands and engage while I'm adrift. It happened once before, it's sure to happen once again. In a different physical appearance, but the spirit's kin. I'm trying to reach the pinnacle with every lyric pen until I lift it off of the page and appearing in begins. Yeah, it's the season of creation. Grabbing now samples from suspended animation, leaving you in disbelief with others in the station, then lending out soul before we cause detonation. Yeah, it's the season of creation. Grabbing now samples from suspended animation, leaving you in disbelief with others in the station, then lending out soul before we cause detonation.
Yo, show out one time. That was 2 for Admiral Atlas. Featuring Emphasize off their latest project, freshly dropped, called Bloodstone. Go check that out wherever you stream music. With appearances by D Soul as well. San Diego underground hip hop, stand up one time.
And you know that's right.
If you like what you heard, go ahead and give them a follow. Send them a message. Tell them the Beat Block sent you at __Admiral__Atlas. Like I said, give them that follow. Send them a message. Tell them the Beat Block sent you.
And you know that's right.
And can't say it enough. Go stream that Bloodstone project. Shout out to OG Linda in the building. Shout out to 7 Octobers in the building. And shout out to Kill C Ray in the building. Shout out to everybody in the chat. The community is strong. Appreciate each and every one of you guys. Like I say each and every week, what's a community without communication, and what's communication without transparency? So I appreciate you guys jumping in that chat in real time, giving your feedback to the beats for those producers who are in the chat, tuning in and just sharing how you feel, how it makes you feel. That's the dope thing, is that a lot of you guys are sharing how you guys are feeling. And that's what we're doing. We're just hanging out, having a conversation, listening to some dope shit, and sharing how we're feeling. We toss in a couple of topics of the day. We toss in a couple of deals of the day, deals of the week. We toss in a dig of the week later on in the show. We have a couple breaks here and there. We talk about Talk and Chop. We talk about sample flips next week. It's a good time, man. Episode 31, Beat Block. Beat Block. Moving on to our next producer. Earlier on the show, if you missed it, we played a beat that he submitted, taking one of my samples that I posted on IG, which I am getting back to shortly. I announced that earlier also on the show. We'll be getting back to the sample this segment's on Instagram. But he took that sample, this 15. We played that earlier on the show. And now we're coming around the second round for this next producer. This is 2 for CDT Beats. Beat Block. Beat Block. Beat Block. CDT Beats. Yeah. 808s bumping, hi-hats clapping. Vibes slapping. That was 2 for CDT Beats. If you like what you heard, go ahead and give him a follow, send him a message, tell him the Beat Block sent you.
And you know that's right.
We'll put the name on the screen once again at CDT Beats, BEATZ. That's CDT Beats, BEATZ. Let him know you want to hear more Gene Flo flips. Let them know you want to hear some more, as somebody posted on the chat, riding in the whip through North County vibes. Let them know you want some more of that. CDT. Sounds like a wrestling move. I'm with it. I'm all the way with it. Moving on to our next producer. He came through earlier with some crazy, I said he pulled me through the TV into like a Sega video game. So I got pulled into that, and now we're back. Folks, fam, friends, this is 2 for Mystery Duff.
If it's here and you want it, woo, come and get it, because we're in town for a party day.
Beat Block.
I hear it's amazing with the famous purple stuff worm in Flapjaw's face with the tuning board done the raw flick on Gary Rock. It's 61.
Mystery Duff. Give it up. That was 2 for Mystery Duff. If you like what you heard, give him a follow, send him a message, tell him the Beat Block sent you.
And you know that's right.
We'll go ahead and put the name back on the screen at Mystery Duff, MysteryDuff. That's Mystery Duff, like the beer. Tell me you want some more of that pull me through the screen music, that Ric Flair, woo, nature boy, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Beat Block vet, Mystery Duff. Moving on. Earlier in the show, he came through and he showcased his drums over the beat. Most likely, can't say guarantee, we don't make guarantees, but most likely from one of his own drum packs. The Nomadic drums are known to punch through the mix. You just slide them into any session, they're going to drive through any mix as is. But feel free to have fun, explore, go over to his site, check out his drums. Give it up. This is 2 for Nomadic.
My sorrows, I was a fool. I thought that you would share all my tomorrow.
Beat Block.
believing you belong to me forever. Now that you're gone.
Nomadic. That was 2 for Nomadic. If you like what you heard, give him a follow, send him a message, tell him the Beat Block sent you.
And you know that's right.
We'll put the name back on the screen for those who want to grab their phones. Go to IG, hit that search bar, and press Nomadic, Nomadikh. That's Nomadikh. Nomadic. Definitely had a lot of fire emojis in the chat for that one. Vic Von P, what up? I see you, bro. Beat Block Platform Collection, day 1 right there. DJ Smithsonian, what up? I see you. Coming through. Somebody else that I see come through here. No, okay. Y'all holding it down. Is the sample saying Admiral? Not sure if the sample was saying Admiral. That'd be dope. Definitely, man, was smooth with it. Go send him the message. DJ Smithsonian, go over there, go to Nomadic, send him the message, and be like, bro, I heard you on the Beat Block. Yo, man's is smooth with it. You know what I'm saying? Hit him up. Start that communication. That's what we're here for. That's what the Beat Block alumni community is here for. Like I always say, and I always will say, this is a community, and what's a community without communication? What's communication without transparency? So start the dialogue. If you like these people, go tell them that you like them. hit them up, collaborate. The best thing about collaboration is that you always learn something new. Learn a new technique, find something new from somebody else, and you're always going to learn something new from within. So definitely go do that. Check that out. See how that serves you. Folks, friends, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Hopefully this commercial plays the audio. If not, I'm going to have to go back to the drawing board and see why my commercial is having an issue with the audio. But without further ado, this is a break brought to you by The Heartful Truth.
In October's, we run the show called The Heartful Truth. Tune in every other Tuesday.
And The Heartful Truth, for those that don't know,
Yeah, I'm wondering why we're not getting the audio from the commercial through like we have always been. If you tuned in before, you hear this commercial all the time. Where's the... Check something out here. Okay. Interesting. We're going to try something here again. What up with y'all? Stay with me. We're going to try this again. No. I thought it was going to work. No. Damn. Okay. But doing a disservice to the commercials here. Pardon me. But I'll get that figured out for sure by next episode. But definitely go check out the other shows that we have on the Platform Collection Network. Chris Sees the Internet and The Heartful Truth. Heartful Truth just started their season 3, so go check that out. Chris Sees the Internet, it's on like a millionth season. Killing it, running it, doing it up. Gems on gems on gems of interviews. So if you want any info on the business on how to become, get to, I should say, the next stage in your independent music career, definitely go check out the interviews on Chris Sees the Internet. Gems on gems. That's all I can say. Folks, before we get back to the beats, I want to go ahead and talk about this week's Dig of the Week. Brought to you by none other than by one of the queens herself, Dionne Warwick. Let's see if we can put it right there for y'all to see. Y'all can catch that right there. Dionne Warwick. Learn my angles around here. This one's called No Night So Long. If you haven't checked this one out, I would suggest you go get it off the Arista label. You're going to get the smooth tones of Dionne. You're going to get some dope instrumentation from this. A lot of things to pull from this record. We're going to make this short and quick. We're going to get right back to the beats. But this is this week's Dig of the Week.
And you know that's right.
Yeah. We're moving along. Let's get right back to it. Dion, salute. Always coming through. Go check that out, whether you digging records, you sampling off MP3s, however you get your source material. Make sure you get that record. Dionne Warwick. No Night So Long. We're almost wrapping it up here on episode 31. I appreciate you guys for all tuning in. The beats have been all fire tonight, as per usual here. This is the beat block, of course. But we got to get right into our next producer. Hailing all the way from my fatherland, basically blood, all the way from Chile. This is 2 for Procness. Beat block.
Bagueta, que de cacería estoy a dieta. Métame la mano en la bragueta. Quieto, pa' la cara te mando peseta. A la maleta, que esta noche va pa' la peseta. La bagueta, que de cacería estoy a dieta. Métame la mano en la bragueta. Quieto, pa' la cara te mando peseta. A la maleta, que esta noche va pa' la peseta. Que de cacería estoy a dieta. Métame la mano en la bragueta. Quieto, pa' la cara te mando peseta. A la maleta, que esta noche va pa' la peseta. La bagueta, que de cacería estoy a dieta. Métame la mano en la bragueta. Quieto, pa' la cara te mando peseta. A la maleta, que esta noche va pa' la peseta. Que de cacería estoy a dieta. Métame la mano en la bragueta. Quieto, pa' la cara te mando peseta. A la maleta, que esta noche va pa' la peseta. La bagueta, que de cacería estoy a dieta. Métame la mano en la bragueta. Quieto, pa' la cara te mando peseta. A la maleta, que esta noche va pa' la peseta.
Procness. That was 2 for Proc Ness. If you like what you heard, give him a follow. Send him a message. Tell him the Beat Block sent you.
And you know that's right.
We'll go ahead and put the name back on the screen for you. Go ahead and search on Instagram at Procnes. That's Pracnes. Pracnes. Saludos to Chile. All the way from San Diego. From San Diego to Santiago. Where's the irony? Shout out to everybody shouting out Chile in the chat. Gems on gems. Yeah, that last one was real sinister. Proper times here in October, approaching Halloween. With that new Halloween, or I should say the last Halloween. Thank God. That series ended a long time ago. But hey, keep it going. One of the most iconic characters in all of film, so it's hard to kill that off, no pun intended. Moving along. This next producer came through earlier with some exclusive, some new news, some freshness for the alumni community. Before I get into it, I must shout out that he himself also has his sample packs out. He's got a freebie and a couple of other ones that you can definitely help support him in his sound design sample pack journey. So go check them out after you tune in to this next block of beats. This is 2 for New Rudis. Beat Block exclusives. New Rudis. I like that guy's style. I'm going to hit you with some new exclusives. Hit you with that last one, appetizer, and I'm out. Drop the mic. That was 2 for New Rudis. He's like, y'all get a little bit of the new, and I'm out. See y'all next time. That's what's up. If you like what you heard, give him a follow, send him a message, tell him the Beat Block sent you.
And you know that's right.
Go ahead and follow him at New Rudist. That's NEWRUDIST. New Rudist. NEWRUDIST. Yeah. Someone mentioned about the glitchy sound. Yeah. Definitely feeling that one. Always experimental with New Rudist. You're always going to get some dope tones, some dope textures from him. And make sure, speaking of dope tones and dope textures, go ahead and check out his sample packs. If you follow him on Instagram, follow the rabbit hole. It'll lead you to his sample packs. Start the communication. Start the dialogue. Build the network. Yeah. Earlier in the hour number 1, this cat had us on a mind trip. The drums were hypnotic. The sample was dope. I hope y'all ready to get the energy up. Folks, fam, friends, this is 2 for Taz, Eternal.
We know the way and we've got the will.
Beat Block. Kill C Ray, what up? Wix MC, what up? Taz Eternal. Yeah, that was 2 for Taz Eternal. If you like what you heard, make sure to give him a follow, send him a message, tell him the Beat Block sent you.
And you know that's right.
We'll go ahead and put the name back on the screen. That's Taz Eternal, TAZEYETERNAL. That's Taz Eternal. Tell him you want the vibes. Tell him you want that roots and culture. Tell him you want to turn up. Start the communication, start the dialogue, build the network. You know how we do around here at the community. The Beat Block alumni community is a beautiful thing, man. We've been growing in size. We've been growing as artists. We're trying to grow the mind. We're trying to grow the art. We're trying to grow the soul. I like to tap in a little bit behind the artist and talk to you guys on a personal level sometimes, like we did earlier, talking about taking care of yourself. You know what I mean? Yeah, we're listening to beats. Yeah, we're having a good time. Yeah, we're vibing out. But don't forget, we can't vibe out together if we're not our best self. So make sure you take time to give yourself a little oil change, a little maintenance, so you can be your best self. So you can enjoy moments like this, and you can be a part of communities like this. I appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in and checking it out. If you're not listening live right now, you're listening to it, the recorded version. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to tune in, whether 1 minute or 2 hours. You're riding with us all the way to the end. You got to this point. Appreciate you. You could be doing anything else, but you're right here with us. Thank you so much. And as I got you right now, please make sure to hit that like button, drop a comment, hit the bell icon so you can stay up to date with everything that's going on with Platform Collection. Shoot, give me a follow on Instagram at Gene_Flo, at BeatBlockTV, at Platform Collection. Make sure you go follow producer Eddie at OG Hip Hop Eddie as well. Go bug him. Be like, hey, I want to be on the beat block. I want to be on the beat block. Go bug him. But you can bug me too. It's an open line. It's an open door. Feel free to reach out. Start the dialogue. Start the communication. Build the network. Man, this cat came through with the wicked change up. Like a 4-part beat in the first hour of the show. Rounded out the first hour of the show. Dope with the dope vibe. Folks, fam, friends, give it up. This is 2 for 1/3. 1/3. Beat block. Beat block.
Trying to visualize how to get it right, but my vision's so blurry. Trying to slow it down, stay close to the ground, but we're always in a hurry. 1/3. Trying to visualize, trying to slow it down. Trying to visualize, trying to slow it down. How to get it right, it's so blurry. How to get it right, it's so blurry. Trying to visualize, trying to slow it down. Trying to visualize, trying to slow it down. How to get it right, it's so blurry. How to get it right, it's so blurry. Trying to visualize, trying to slow it down. Trying to visualize, trying to slow it down. How to get it right, it's so blurry. How to get it right, it's so blurry.
1/3.
Trying to visualize, trying to slow it down. Trying to visualize, trying to slow it down. How to get it right, it's so blurry. How to get it right, it's so blurry. Trying to visualize, trying slow it down, trying to visualize, trying to slow it down, how to get it right, and so blurry, how to get it right, and so blurry, trying to visualize, trying to slow it down, trying to visualize, trying to slow it down, how to get it right, and so blurry, how to get it right, and so blurry, trying to visualize, trying to slow it down, trying to visualize, trying to slow it down, trying to visualize, how to get it right, but my vision's so blurry, trying to slow it down, stay close to the ground.
That was 2 for 1/3. 1/3. If you like what you heard, give him a follow, send him a message, tell him the Beat Block sent you.
And you know that's right.
We'll go ahead and put the name back on the screen for you. Grab your phones, hit that Instagram app, hit the search button, type in WUN1_3rd THR. That's 1 WUN. WUN_THR. 1/3. Definitely came through with the smooth vibes. First hour, second hour with that second block. That was a dope way to wrap up and bring us around to the end of the show. Folks, super huge shout out to all the producers we have on the show tonight. Without the producers, we wouldn't be having the Beat Block. And every show we're growing the Beat Block community. And the vets always come through with new fire, new exclusives, showcasing for each other, bringing new people into the chat. It's a dope thing, man. Shout out to Admiral Atlas. Shout out to CDT Beats. Shout out to Mystery Duff. Shout out to Nomadic. Shout out to Proc Ness. Shout out to New Buddhist. Shout out to Kaz Eternal. Shout out to 1/3. Y'all came crazy with the vibes tonight. Dope. Excited to see who we're going to have on the next Beat Block show. And the reason why I word it that way, because now we're doing a weekly show. And not every week is a Beat Block show, but every week is Beat Block, if you feel me. So last week, we had a special Beat Block edition of Talkin' Shop. And next week, we're going to have a Beat Block sample flip edition. Speaking of, right after the show, I'm going to get on that sample, upload it, drop a link, share it with the community so you guys can get right on it and get ready for next week. Submit those beats, and we'll play them next week. So yeah, I'm excited to see what we got next Beat Block showcase, and I'm excited for the sample flip next week. I'm also excited for the merch that I'm wearing, the Beat Block t-shirt, freshly pressed, the first run. Get your hand on the first run of the Beat Block t-shirt. We have this mustard gold shirt that I'm sporting right now. We also have it on black. Shout out to the community that's already purchased their shirt. I was glad to meet some of y'all guys in person. Also to get that shirt. Shout out to Shower. Shout out to Shower Gel. Shout out to Admiral Atlas for coming through East Village and getting those tees. Right now, if you guys want to get yourself a Beat Block t-shirt, just hit me up in the DM. and we'll go ahead and handle the details. We're doing it right out the trunk style, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to go ahead and send it off with the beat that I made last week if you guys weren't able to catch the episode last week. And I know it's a new thing we're rolling out, so it might get you guys a couple times around for you to catch the schedule. But tune in every Monday on platforms. If you're on a Monday and you just want to know what's going on, tune into Platform Collection every Monday, same time, 7 p.m. And we're going to ride out to the beat that I made last week. But for all the producers, shout out to y'all. For producer OG Hip Hop Eddie and everybody at Platform Collection, I'm Gene Flo. Remember, go out there, spread love. That's the human way. And remember, never stop creating. So we'll see you guys next Monday for the Sample Flip Challenge. I'm going to go ahead and get that started right now as soon as we get off the air. And this is the beat that we made last week on Talking Shop. So you guys can get an idea and you can tune in to the next Talking Shop. If you guys have any ideas, samples, plugins you want me to use, anything, you can go ahead and submit ideas too. Submit samples you want me to flip for Talking Shop, plugins you want me to use, sound designers you want me to try to get some sounds from to use. Any of that, anything that comes to mind. You want me to slap some chickens together, hit me in the DM, just drop in the DM, and I'm down to do it. So folks, take care. See y'all next time. Peace. Peace. Peace.